Welcome back to Cleveland on the Rocks, Lies and Brum Bar. And I'm Matt.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Derek, and we're shooting a new video on Waterford.
Cuvee, Argot.
Yeah, we are. Welcome back, guys. So, we got our bottle here that I know very little about. So I'm going to read you what this says, and then they're going to tell you all about this. This one is Waterford, and this one's signed. Very cool. Neil Conway. He's going to tell you all about that. This one is a Irish single malt whiskey.
That's a mouthful.
It is, a lot. And this one comes in at 47%, so 94 proof. That's all I know about it. It has a very cool blue bottle in here. They're going to take this one away.
It is distilled in American oak, English oak, and French oak.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's got a glass cork. Very cool. Bottle looks super cool. Blue. Jesus. Wow.
You usually don't get a pop from a glass cork. But
No, that's because it's got some rubber.
Did it break?
And this and no, it didn't break. This is really cool. So, how did we go about getting this signed by Neil Conway here?
I went to the Strongsville Irish tasting back in March of this year. And I'm a big Irish guy. And became a Waterford fan from accidentally coming across this whiskey by searching and looking for the best Irish whiskeys, and this company kept coming up, so I figured why not order it.
And I feel like that was why they were on the top shelf, on the top floor, I'm sorry, of Strongsville's Giant Eagle when they went to the Irish. I was at the Irish tasting too. It was a fun time.
Now, I have a question. You said you're an Irish guy. Like, are you a Notre Dame football Irish guy?
I don't watch college football that much, unfortunately. But the only college football I watch is Army-Navy, which is next week. Go Army.
Yes. Okay.
And then I do follow Boise State.
Okay, I do like Boise State. I like the blue turf. But it's the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Is this like a football conversation that I have no idea what's even going on?
You don't know what's going on right now.
I don't really watch football.
Yeah.
I don't really care about any of that. I don't know.
As I'm talking about football in a Kobe Bryant.
I know. He's in the wrong outfit for
I
this.
know.
Like, he's doing stuff.
Yeah.
Either way, back to our Waterford, where we were talking about here. So what kind of sense do you guys get on this one?
I definitely get the peat.
I do get a little peat in here too. I'm with you. This smells like a light scotch. You do have a light peat.
I'm also getting
like
a white wine
I can see how you go there.
scent.
I would say I'm getting like a mossy. I got a mossy note on this, like a grassy note.
Yeah, so the
Like
page said that you should get a pear.
A pear. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna say white grape, and I'm like, okay, I can kind of see how you get the wine.
No, the pear. Okay,
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
And
I get you.
And smoky citrus is the other
The
note.
smokiness I get. The citrus, maybe I'll taste it.
I'm not getting anything citrus.
I did taste this when we were there, but I don't really. Dude, we had, I don't know, 17 different distilleries. I don't remember what we tasted there. I do remember this guy though. He was very nice, and that was him there too, right? That's Neil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Neil, you are the man. I'm sure you remember meeting me. I think I got a picture with you. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look through my phone. I do a lot of stuff when I drink. I don't remember it.
A lot of stuff.
I do. It's crazy. So, all right, guys.
All
Let's
right.
cheers to this.
Yes.
Cheers to all you guys out there. Hope you guys are having a good time. Actually, I get where the white grape comes from. So this one starts off with a fresh white wine. This is like a dinner wine.
That's the smell I was getting.
That smoke does come through. The peat comes through at the end. I get that. And it clears out decently quick. Like it kind of leaves. You do get a grassy note throughout. It does taste like the grains that are there. I think it's very solid all the way through.
Yeah.
The finish is quick, but I think it's still like a solid pour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it tastes like a wine whiskey, if that makes sense.
I think a charcuterie board would do this justice right here.
Oh, man.
I think that'd be great with some Swiss cheese and some crackers doing stuff. I think that would be great. So what do you got here?
Honestly, what I would say is with Waterford, it's a nice intro into the smoky scotches. Okay. I know it's an Irish, but it's a very good intro into it if you were looking at a starting point, this is a good starting point.
I could see that because the smoke is very subtle. Like the peat is very subtle in there, but it is there.
Yes.
But it's not there to a prominent level to, like, with me drinking scotches that have peat in it, I'm like, I don't really care for it. But this one has, like, a light amount where it's acceptable, and I'm like, this is okay, I like it. So this is in the middle, and I get exactly where you're going. This would welcome you into going into scotches if you're trying to do that, and this would open your palate to accept higher peated scotch, so that does kind of make sense. So I do get exactly where you're going here.
Yeah.
This is good. It
is.
And then I was able to, I know this bottle is a little hard to find around here, but you can order this stuff off of Love Scotch, and it's right around $90. So it's actually not a bad price. And you could do what me and my buddies do, which is we all go in one order to keep the shipping costs down. And
they still have these around though. I think I've seen these. I think I've seen this in Strongsville or either Strongsville or Brunswick. I think I've seen these.
I would say for that price, though, I would say it's good to give it a try. Like, if you want to taste something different, something, you want to try something new, I would say $90 for this is not a bad deal at all.
No, and I think if you're branching off from, like, bourbons and whiskeys and you're going into Irishes, almost into Scotches, I think this would be a good welcoming one. I think you did pick the perfect bottle to welcome people into a Scotch type of thing. And for an Irish whiskey as well. For an Irish whiskey to have peat in it and still taste tolerable, to me personally, only because I'm not the peat guy.
Right.
So just let me make that abundantly clear. I think this is a very good welcome into Scotch type of drink.
Right.
So I think this is good.
Yeah.
And then I would mention too is the Dunhill cut and the Rothclaw doesn't have as much smokiness, so it's a little bit lighter than this. So you can technically work your way into the smoky from their other cuts.
Because there's an undercut of this that has no peat, and there's one that has a little more peat than this. Am I right?
Yeah.
There's 3 in this level, and this is the mid tier, and there's a higher one that has more smoke in it, and then the one that below it I thought tasted like an Irish, and I was like, okay, this is dead on. I know it's an Irish, like we're here. So yeah, they make all kinds of cool stuff. Waterford's got some really cool stuff. You ever seen it? You ever had it before? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. That'd be super cool. I think this bottle's really cool. Glass cork, presentation, very cool bottle. And from what I understand, everything is grained to glass with them, kind of like Frey Ranch type of thing. So everything that is in this bottle came from their farm, came from their land right there. They don't source out for stuff. They do this. That's their thing. It's all right there. So very cool stuff they're doing over there, and that's in Ireland, I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. They be doing stuff. So, hopefully you guys are out there drinking something super cool. If you are, make sure you're not drinking and driving. Get home safe. People love you.
Yes.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Do all them things. Get you a shirt, man.